And welcome to Gary Walter Radio. How are you? How is everyone tonight? Do you see my new surprise? Look, we're still working on it. The IT department will be here shortly to help me. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. So excited to see you. I know we're like a minute behind, half a minute behind over on Rumble. I have no idea why, but we are. I don't know. Anyway, thank you so much for everyone who subscribed, especially on Rumble. You guys are crazy over on Rumble subscribing. I really appreciate it. And please Rumble. If you're over there watching, comment, have a discussion among yourselves. I don't care. That's fine. Thank you to everyone for subscribing, obviously, on YouTube as well, and who follow me on Getter, etc. So thank you for that. Thank you to Evie. Evie's going to be making me, and we're going to discuss this, like a repeat that just says, like MWR, Mary Welts Radio, like kind of like what's over here, right there. But getting better at this, like that thing right there. Or just we'll say it like on the background with the green. So we'll see what we're gonna do. Anyway, so he's gonna be in here when he finishes eating his dinner, because neither one of us had time for dinner tonight. Now, it's just us. All right. So what is wrong with my hair? Oh my gosh. Look at that. I'm a mess. Yeah, I'm a mess. Oh, well, sorry. Yeah. And the other thing is too, well, first of all, thank you to Evie for he's going to do a repeat for me. And to his son, Zach, of course, is our biggest fan. So I always have to say hello to Zach at the start of every show. And let me see who's here. I'll do a quick roll call. Gina Nash over on Rumble. Thank you, Gina. Appreciate you rumbling. Thank you. Over here on YouTube, let's see who Squeaky is here. New studio tonight. Yes, I'll tell you what we did. Will it have a fireplace and or a bar? Well, there is a fireplace. It's just behind this. Big, huge honking TV screen. Wait till I tell you about it. It's been crazy. Ron says, I'm expecting to have technical difficulties in the new studio. Thank you so much. Rebecca is here. You're amazing. Sal is here. Bill's here. Dolly, hello. Yes, there have been technical difficulties lately. Actually, I think I've been pretty good with the technical difficulties, although I have a slideshow. I have movies and some videos to show you guys from today. Got so much going on to share. All right. I see MWR in the corner. Yeah, over here. I could never be a weather person because you have to go opposite everything. So when I'm looking at it, it's over here, like it's on my right side, but I have to point at it with my left. See, I can't. There we go. I don't know which way to go. If I want to go this way, I have to go further. Yeah, it's hard. It's very difficult to do. Like, I don't think I could do this, like, for a living. Like, see, I'm not even going, I'm going this way with it instead of going this way. Wait, which way do I want to go? Oh, this way. Like that. That's what I wanted to do. I want to go like that way. I can never be a weather person. I don't know how they do it. Actually, see, I don't even think it's that. It's like such a jerk. I can't make my arm go. This way is the way I want my arm to go to do this. I'm still going like this with it. It's this way. There. I have to look at it. If I look at it, then I can do it. Oh gosh. Hey, Scott's here. Yeah. So I'm really not knocking it out of the park here at all. I'm having a hard time. All right. So we're still working on things like the lighting. As you can see, if I move my head, you can see my ring light, and you can kind of see my screens, my computer screens in the reflection. But so here's what I want to do. Hi, Paul. Paul just got here. I want to go through some of the backgrounds that the wonderful IT department has. This is why we get nothing done. He spent so much time getting these backgrounds. So first, can we tell everybody? So first, he tells me what we're going to do is we're going to get a big screen. So because, as you know, we want to take down all the walls in this room and these other two rooms. All the walls are coming down. So I got to do something with my studio. So he's like, you got to do, So he says, he's like, you got to do something with your studio. Got to take that thing down. Because But to take it down and put it in the guest room, I'd have to take, oh, my hair's all over. I'd have to take all the stuff out of the guest room that I put in there when I moved back for COVID in 2020. So it's been up there for 5 years. And I just kind of just closed the door and haven't really gone through it. So there's just a lot of stuff that a lot of stuff, like extra blankets and just a lot of stuff that has to be gone through. It's like a room. And so that's got to do. So it's like this cascading event. Like to do one thing, like I got to do this, and I got to do this, and I got to do this, and I got to do this. So I'm currently getting, and I'll show you pictures when I have it done. I'm putting in the IT department's tap room. We have like this little like a galley, and he put his double-headed tap in his bar, like a little bar in there. And on the walls, I want to put pictures of our immediate family, like siblings drinking, right? Because I think that'd be fun. So I finally got the pictures from everybody, and I had to find matting anyway, so I finally got a mat that I like. Now I can do the pictures. And I wanted to do that because I had all the picture frames in the guest room that has to be cleaned out before we can do the rest of the house. And I can move the studio into. In the meantime, he orders this, like, what is this? How big is this? 84 inches? What is it? 86-inch TV. 86-inch. It is the biggest freaking TV I've ever seen anywhere in my life. I don't think we have a wall in this house that's 86 inches long because everything is windows because it was built before electricity. So everything is windows and doors. The whole house is windows and doors. Every room, windows and doors. This is the one. And so that's why I've always been in front of a fireplace because there's no wall in this place that's big enough for anything. So he buys this 86-inch TV. Hey, Suze, he buys this 86-inch TV. This is the biggest stinking thing ever. These two little guys bring this thing off the truck. They bring it down the driveway, and I could barely get it in the front door. That was the first thing. Barely get it in the front door because you got to turn because of the porch and stuff. There's no straight shot. This is the biggest thing I've ever seen. So Saturday, which day? Saturday we did this, right? So Saturday, we got to unpack this thing. Now there's directions on it on how to unpack it, which he didn't read. You didn't because you cut the things and then so it's brilliant the way it's packaged because it's so huge. It's so huge that it stands upright. And it's the way it's packaged is if once you cut the straps, the box opens like this. All right. So it's standing straight up and down in styrofoam pretty sturdily, I have to say. I mean, the Chinese, they really know what they're doing when it comes to packaging. So they package this thing beautifully, but him read the directions. And so it starts to, so now I got to stand there and hold this thing. And I don't have the attention span for holding this while we unwrap it and everything else. It's just not there. We try to lift this. It was ridiculous. How much does this thing weigh? 100 pounds? Weighs 100 pounds. And it's not like an easy to pick up 100 pounds. It's like a hard to pick up 100 pounds because it's awkward. It's like big and trying to pick it up. And we got it out. We had to figure out how to maneuver it around and how to get it on. We had to we put it there and then why did we tested the stand? Oh, yeah. Okay. So he bought a stand. This thing is so Jimmy rigged. He bought the stand that's supposed to raise us up high enough so that you don't see. Now I see a little something in the back over here. What is that over here? I see the edge of the TV right there. Right there. I'm just saying, right over there, I can see the edge of the TV. So, but it has to be turn the camera. So I want to go this way. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's better. Now I can see all of Villanova too. All right. So anyway, oh yeah, so he buys the stand and it's supposed to hold this up high enough. It's the biggest stand they make. We put it on there. It was what, 7 inches, 8 inches too short off the ground, almost a foot too short.
Didn't want the stand that would bring it up high enough was like twice the cost.
All right, so the stand that would bring it up high enough was twice the cost. So instead, we bought the cheaper stand for the
less expensive.
The less expensive stand for how much was this TV, this TV? How much did I pay for this? $800. But he doesn't want to buy the bigger stand. So now, and every woman knows this. So now this thing is sitting on 3 cinder blocks because it wasn't tall enough because he didn't want to spend the extra of my money. He didn't want to spend any more of my money to get the taller one. So now it's on 3 cinder blocks and that's not high enough. So now it's going to have to go on top of, what are we getting? 4x8s? Is that what you're getting?
Maybe. We have to raise it up.
Yeah, it's got to go up higher. So we're getting 4x8s to go on under the cinder block, I would assume, then the cinder block, and then the stand. When we just could have bought a bigger stand that would fit. But no, 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 no.
I'm gonna buy yours.
I'll buy the bigger stand. I
Oh, now
I
all
said I
of a
would buy. I didn't even know what I was buying. You just bought it.
I'm buying it right
So anyway, don't buy it now. So anyway, so that's where we are. Now, okay, so I would like your input on my backgrounds. Like the Villanova thing is nice. Like this is nice if I got it down. This is nice if if like I'm doing like Villanova wins or something like that. Now Tech says all you need is a Fox News or Newsmax background. I think that they would not be happy with that unless I'm not on TV for Fox. So there's no reason I would use that. Maybe when I do a Newsmax hit, I could do that. But the Newsmax people just have like generic backgrounds whenever they're on from afar. It says, or start your own network, Mary Walter Network, Mary Walter News. Yeah, in my spare time. The blue background looks nice, Scott says. See, now the colors that I've done all my program, my branding in is the green and yellow, because not a lot of people have green and yellow. So I thought it would stand out. All right. So we're going to go through. Rebecca says, I must confess, I'm bad about not reading directions. Gina says this is too bright. Okay, I'm just giving you input. Gregory says with a larger stand, you'll be sacrificing the wonderful look of sweet cinder blocks. Yeah, exactly. Because when this room is finished, it's going to come down here, and I want it. I want my newly finished room, the newly finished parlor, to have this screen, this big honking screen on it, on top of cinder blocks and 4x8s. That would be
now.
so.
Cinder blocks need a home too.
That would be so. Okay, so now go to the next. Oh, sorry, I moved. There we go. Okay, so this one's too bright, Gina says. All right, so but Scott likes the blue. So go to the next one.
Wait, wait, wait.
Then the other Villanova one, babe. Let's be consistent. Okay, now there's this one.
Wait, till it clears.
Okay, hold on. But I had to make it darker. But see, now you can see the light. So we literally have a stand light. See that? See the little thing at the top there, right there? We got to work on this because again, we were doing this. You should see, we still have these. Give me. These are still everywhere. These huge honking pieces of styrofoam. This is nothing because I have a top piece and a bottom piece that are the same size as this 84-inch TV.
86.
This 86. This is everywhere. So we're not there yet. Gina says this color is better, but too busy. Paul says, I would like the weather on the 8s. Now go ahead, hit it, bring it up. No. The one you took across the street. Don't say it. Okay. Then there's this one. Sue's read my mind. There we go. It'll clears. There we go. There you go, Suze. She says you need a beach background and a drink while you're broadcasting. That's what I said to you tonight. I said I need like a drink. I need a daiquiri. And Doug said in a beach chair, but then I would be very low and you wouldn't see me.
I'll put you on cinder blocks.
He just said he'll put me on cinder blocks because he loves me. All right, so this color, that other color was better, but it was too busy. Dolly says navy brings out your eyes, but the background's too busy. Okay. 86, Gregory said, uh-oh. Herman's, okay, now hold on. We're not to the flags yet, Sal. Suze likes this. See, now I was going to use this today on Newsmax, but I thought it was, I don't know if it's like professional enough. Like it's good for this, but I don't know if it's good enough for like TV. Gina likes this one. Rebecca likes this one.
Gina's being pretty critical.
Would you like to say that to Gina?
No, I didn't
All
say
right, then you
anything.
be quiet. Don't listen to him, Gina. Don't listen to him. You're a lovely woman. Rebecca loves the beach background. Dolly likes it. Everybody likes this. Gina likes it. Scott says, now there's the blue. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of blue in this. And okay. All right. So now just run through the rest of them that we have. Okay. So now we got to work out the lights. So the problem here is I like this because it's kind of like brighter in the center, but here you can see the reflection of my computer screen here. So that's a problem. And of course, we hit this light, I kid you not, right here, that right there. That's one of those stand lights, and this is way too bright now. that stand light is upside down, tied into the light fixture. Can we like turn the camera around just to get a picture of this?
Mom,
Can I?
send me a link and I'll do it on myself.
Oh, okay. All right. How do I send you? All right, hold on. I'm gonna invite my husband. Hold on, invite him, and he can do it on his cell phone for you. Okay. All right.
Show them the mess.
Oh, you can show them the mess. Yeah. Oh, you guys are getting the full experience tonight. Where's my? All right. So I'll do that. I'm gonna send this to him, and I'm going to. You can see the way this is hilarious if you get to see. This is how we live. This is ridiculous. And I've got more from the project because we started some stuff this weekend. So I will send. Come on. There we go. Link. Okay. There you go. And it's off. Okay. So we've got to work on with the screens, obviously, because you can see them. You know, this one, see, there it is. And the light that's hanging that you will see shortly. Scott says, curious if there is a background picture that people like so much that they are looking at it a lot more and kind of don't listen. Look at all the little things in the picture, possibly. Art is here. Oh my gosh. Art Seeberger. Hey, welcome. Dolly doesn't like the flag as much. Hermit says, yay, American flag. Gina says, this makes me look washed out. It does. So, because the lights are a little bit different. You know, each background makes you look, you know. The one with the beach is kind of distracting, according to Scott. Gina says, hey, you asked for opinions. You tell him, Gina. You tell him. I'm on your side. I appreciate her opinions. Dolly likes the beach more. Sal said, it doesn't matter if you see the reflection of the computer screen. Greg, the flag looks distressed. Yes, it's a distressed flag. He says, I see a flag background. I always think of the movie Patton. Yeah. Did you mention that the ring light needs to be lowered? Yes, the ring light either because when I move my head or I have to sit up higher. But then when I sit up higher, I'm too high for TV. So we've got to figure out a way to lower the ring light a little bit. A back hair light would be nice too. All right, now Tax. The flag looks dirty. Yes, it's distressed. Go to a different flag. They don't like this flag.
Just mute you so that.
Oh yeah, mute me. And then he'll show you everything. What a disaster this is.
I don't know. I'll do that first.
Okay, get a different flag.
That's
So there's this one, which of course, let me just do this for now. How's that for now? There's this one. I need 3D glasses for the beach porch view. The reflection really shows now, not good. So yeah, so I turned off that computer screen, which is fine when I do TV, but when I'm talking to you guys, and I don't look as washed out. I don't look as washed out here. 3D glasses for the beach. The reflection really shows now, not good. Okay. I'm gonna go to the next one. I'm gonna do it. Okay. Because we work through these and then we'll show you what a mess. Well, okay, yeah. Is that it for the flags?
That's it for the flags.
Okay, that's it for the flags.
That's pretty much the same.
Right. Okay. So then
Actually,
I use
this flag was a little bigger. That's all.
yeah, but they don't like it because it's dirty. Paul, I enjoy when you fill in for Brian Kilmeade. Your caller seems so excited to talk and listen to you. Thank you. Sal likes the waving flag. All right, so Manhattan. But what do you notice with this picture? What do you notice with this picture? Look.
My favorite Martian.
Sticking out of my head. What are the odds? It's sticking out of my head. Or it says, I still have brisket and some seafood gumbo with you and your better half's name on it. Put up a Texas flag as a background and I'll go chainsaw some mesquite right now. I'm not sure if Wrinkle flag or Wrinkle because they're laying on the floor or not. No, it's because they're supposed to be waving in the wind. That's why. You look like a newscaster with the city skyline. A unicorn. Yes, Gina, I look like a weird unicorn. Dolly says she didn't notice till I mentioned it. Well, I noticed it right away. All right, so I used this one today on Newsmax. No, I'll show you the next one.
No, there's one in the middle.
Oh, okay. This would be New York at night, but the purple, I don't know why I don't know why the background's purple. Like, why is the sky purple? Purple and blue. I don't know. I don't know. It looks like it should be under a black light in some teenager's room, right?
It should be velvet.
Yes, it should be velvet. Gregory, that background turns Mary into my favorite Martian. All right, go ahead. And then this is the one I used today. Yeah, Suze doesn't like this one. This is the one I used today. So this was for Todd Starnes today. And let me see. And because it's so light, you got to use a brighter light there. So this is the one I used today. So I think we're back to this one, the beach one for the podcast, right? And then this one for when I do TV. Is that where we are?
I think so.
All right. And then I'm going to see if EB can come up with something. We'll see what happens there. All right. You don't like this one, Gina? Wait, Gina may be behind because she's watching on YouTube. I mean, she's watching on Rumble, and I think Rumble's like a minute behind. So let me see. Wow, Rumble's really behind here for me. I don't know why. Look at how far Rumble is behind for me.
Are you live?
I think I'm live. When I click, it says live. Look at how far behind it is.
Click on the live again.
That's weird. So I don't know why it's so far behind, but over for there, it's far behind for me. I like New York for TV. Yep. Scott Ryder, you can put Prince's face up there and say Purple Rain. Yes. Definitely beach for the podcast. Let's go back to the beach. And then the IT department will show you what a disaster we are living in right now.
Well, you didn't tell them that Monday at 4:00 we were trying to get this buckled up for your 5:15 hit on news.
Yeah, so I had a 5:15 hit today. So you should have seen us trying to get this thing when you were not. Well, we had to get it done. Oh, Monday. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, I had a 5:15 hit yesterday on Newsmax, and he's trying to make this whole thing come together and make this whole thing work. So he's very good. All right, so you want to take everybody on a tour? Okay, so we'll show you. All right,
Behind the scenes.
look at this. Okay. All right, go for the mess. Show them what a disaster. This is a disaster. Please don't judge. Don't judge. All right, so show them the lights. Look at this. Look at this.
So here's a command center first.
Oh, yeah, well, those and the drapes are from the last owners. Look at the light. Look at it hangs from the light fixture. And of course, the ladder, of course, right? And those curtains were not mine. I never put them in. They were in the house when we moved in, and I never took them down. All right. Go ahead. Now look at this mess. Look at this disaster. This is because of yesterday. Look at all this crap. There's a door there. Anybody want a door? There's a door there. There's the plastic, and then there's more in the other room. We had to move it's a disaster.
The wires are pretty good too.
What a mess.
I'm saying it's a shoestring.
Oh my gosh, what a mess. So hopefully when I get the other room cleaned out, this is all moving up there, and then this will be going away.
Can you switch between the two before, after, what you really look like and what you look like on the screen?
Well, I think it's pretty much the same, isn't it?
I'm saying, but with seeing the TV set
with the
as
TV.
opposed to with you on your my picture.
Gina says nice floors. Yeah, the floors in this house rock. We do have great floors in this house. We're very lucky. Nobody painted over them. That's a scene out of a horror flick. Now, Art, that's just not nice. I said don't judge. Do not judge. You have no idea what this place is like. And then today, so let me tell you. All right, so this is just the insanity. Thank you. You can put that away now. Thank you. So I was at Newsmax last week on Wednesday and Thursday, and they tell me about it on Tuesday. Right. So you're coming into Manhattan. We're doing this. Suze, I feel your pain. My daughter's getting married Saturday. My house is such a mess. Oh, congratulations, Suze. Yay. Congratulations. We should have Suze share pictures if you want to. Oh, there's no podcast. There's no live cast Tuesday. Next Tuesday, I will be on the Bourbon Trail. And I got to get this house ready because we have 2 house sitters, the sisters coming, who take care of the cats. They're going to stay and watch the house because we're going to be gone. So I like to have somebody here. And I have to get this ready between now and next Monday. Mind blown. All right, I'll figure it out. Anyway, so so I go into yeah, Sue, send them. Yeah, definitely. And I'll show it if you don't mind, if that's okay with you. Like a picture of you and the bride, that'd be nice. Okay, so I go into Newsmax and I go in on Wednesday, and they were really great. They had a car pick me up and go into the city, which is always great going into the city when you don't have to drive, take the subway or the train or the bus. Like then it's really cool. So, and I did one hit on Wednesday, and then I was supposed to do a second hit on Wednesday, but I got bumped for Donald Trump. Like just as they were asking me a question, he goes, "I'm sorry, Mary. We have to go to break. Donald, the president is speaking." I'm like, "Oh, of course." Duh. So I got bumped. So I stayed in Manhattan. They put me up in the Marriott. I mean, it was fine. For what they charge, it was highway robbery for what they charge. But it's okay. I didn't have to pay it. But it was kind of low. And that part of Manhattan is actually nice over in Turtle Bay. It was on 3rd Avenue and in 3rd Avenue in the 50s. And it was fine. So I went and I found this like little place to eat. I was going to eat at Smith and Walensky, but I didn't want a lot of food. So I found this little place called Rosemary's and it was great. I sat at the bar and I got, this is why I can never move out of this area. I just ordered an appetizer and it was grilled mushrooms, grilled and then sauteed mushrooms with cipollini onions, which I don't like onions, but the cipollini onions are little and they're really sweet. So, and they caramelized them with the mushrooms. So they were sweet, and greens. And then on top of it was this ball of buffalo mozzarella, and it was made in Brooklyn. So it's fresh. And they had a piece of like about that size, big piece of garlic bread, but you could tell it had been like toasted in the pan in butter. And then on top of it, they had a house-made garlic compote to die for. And that was just an appetizer. It was perfect for me. It was so good. That's why I could never move out of the like New York, New Jersey area when it comes to food, because it's just phenomenal. So the next day, I go back to my room in the Marriott, and the next day I had to be in there at 6:30 in the morning, and they did my hair and makeup, right? So when you're early, and I was going to be on 5 hits on 3 different shows on Thursday. And and it was going to be a long day. So I do my makeup and they put eyelashes on. Now, ladies, you understand this. Like eyelashes, when you get the false eyelashes, if they're done right, they look phenomenal. So they looked great. And they weren't too much. They weren't overdone. So since I came home, this was Thursday. So since I've come home, I've been sleeping like this to not remove the eyelashes accidentally, right? So I've been sleeping like this. Or on my side with like my hands here so that my eyelashes don't touch the pillow, or same thing here. I've been doing this now for Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night. So for 5 nights, I've been sleeping like this. And I've been doing really, really well, except for today. I woke up and I only had on this eye just the outer eyelash. So it was like regular lashes, and I had like ding sticking out. So I had to take it off. But these are still going strong. So I don't know if you can tell, but see you can see the difference. So I'm hanging on to them because I can't put them on myself. So I'm hoping that at least this side looks good. This side is not just usual, but this side looks spectacular. So I was very happy about that. It's so I can't put them on myself. Men do not understand the struggle is real. All right, so now let me show you what I did today. So, all right, where are we? They have buffaloes in Brooklyn. Very funny, Gregory. Caramelized onions are amazing. I'm not an onion fan, but the caramelized cipollini, which are already sweet, was really good. An appetizer and a side salad is always enough. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. If Comrade Mamdani gets elected, great food might be seized and redistributed. Yeah. I think a lot of businesses are gonna leave when he becomes elected. They're gonna hang out and see what happens, but then they're gonna go. So now, one of the other things we did this weekend, and I don't have pictures of it because it was just the two of us, and there was a really, 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 really good chance that one of us was gonna die. So if I had taken the camera out to take a picture and or video while we were doing this, I really think he would kill me. Like, I really do. Like, I really think there would just be a body, you know, somewhere. Art, this is extremely important. Beetles or stones? Are we talking animals and rocks? Sue says, I go Beatles. Rebecca's here. Hey, Rebecca, thank you for joining us from Australia. Yay, Rebecca. Awesome. Joseph says, some of us do understand. I grew up with 5 older sisters. I have more experience living with women than most women. That's true. All right. So there's a house in our town, and I'll show it to you. Let me, I have to do, why is this not happening? Did I click that? Okay, I did it. Okay. And then I do this. Okay. So this house in town is beautiful, and it's 4 generations have lived in this house. And it's got 2 lots. So of course it's being torn down. And we've been in the house. I know the people who lived there, and the wife is now she had a pretty bad stroke, so she's in assisted living. And so there's nobody living in the house. And unfortunately, in January, one of the pipes burst. I guess they didn't keep the heat on, and they had water pouring all over the place for like 6 months before anybody noticed it. So a lot of stuff is ruined, but the house has really good bones, and young people don't want old houses. And this house there's a lot that could be done with this house. The bedrooms are actually really good size, which you don't find in these houses. Anyway, so this is the house that's coming down. So yesterday we had been in this house, and I wanted their front door, because the front door to our house is not original. It has like, just, the windows at the top, that's just a square, and you have a line, and then you have like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, like 2 sets of, that's it. Like, it's not original. There's no way it's like a 1950s door. And it's dark, so it doesn't let a lot of light in. Even though there's side lights, it doesn't let a lot of light in. So the door to this house is original to the house. So I know it comes from the 1880s, like our house. So I know it's more period appropriate. And we could get it in its frame, which nobody knows how to hang a door anymore if it's not in the frame. Like, when you buy a door, it comes to you from Home Depot in the frame, or from Lowe's in the frame, and you just install the whole thing. It's already hung. Nobody knows how to do that. So they did take it off the frame, but we got our contractor. We got the call on Monday that this house is coming down on Thursday. And the guy who has been taking care of it, who lives across the street, we're friends, everybody knows everybody. So he says to us, you can come get the door. You got to have it off by Thursday. You got to have it out of there by Thursday. So there were all these beautiful, like in the front of the house right here, there were all these beautiful hydrangea, gorgeous, huge hydrangea bushes. And one of the organizations in town took them and replanted them, and they seem to be doing really well, which is good. So yesterday, in between all of this, with this thing going on, and the styrofoam everywhere and all this stuff, we have to go to the house now. And our contractor luckily could meet us there. So he meets us there with one of his helpers, and they're taking this huge door. This door has to be 9 feet high. Maybe not that much. Maybe not that high. 8 feet? I don't know. But I have no idea. My husband's probably yelling at the radio at his phone right now as he listens, because I don't know the height of the ceilings in this house. I don't know. So, and I had a transom over it because those ceilings are higher than ours. So they're taking this whole thing apart, take the whole thing, take it down, and they help us get it. My husband had to go home, put the trailer on the back of the Jeep, bring it back, because it doesn't fit in anything we own. So we put it on there. Got the frame, got a lot. So, and it's got this big piece of glass, this big, huge piece of beveled glass in it. So we can't break it. He gets it home. We get it to the house. And okay, how the hell are we going to get it off of this thing? So the two of us, and we had like 25-mile-an-hour winds yesterday. It was insane. So, and this thing's just like a huge sail. It's just going to take us. So, and it weighed, oh my God, it weighed so much. It's so heavy. And I wish I had the picture of the door because it's going to be beautiful. I'm going to strip all the white wood, all the white paint off the outside of it. I may repaint it just because if you don't, it can get damaged. But anyway, it was hilarious. That was one thing that I would love to have shared with you because the two of us trying not to break this thing. We had to put it on this. We have this little cart, this little wheelie thing, wheeling it across the grass, trying to hold it. But we got it in the shed. We got it locked up. Everything's good. So that's done. So we got that. But leading up to the house, I don't know if you can see it here in this picture. Do you see all this right here? This all right here is these huge pieces of slate. And it's the walkway to the house. And then there's some in the back that aren't as big. It's these huge pieces of slate. I'm like, I want the slate. Because to buy that is really expensive, number one. And number two, you can't get everything you get now is polished and new and everything. I didn't want that. So I embarked upon getting the slate. I call the guys who do our lawn, cut the lawn, and it's a construction company because we have really high hedges. So they have the stuff to get the hedges, right? Let's cut our hedges. And they're really great guys. They're really great. Fernando and company. And so I'm like, I want the slate. So he's like, okay, I'm going to come over and look. Hermit Sal, I've been telling you in previous chats that living in a cave is easier. Yes. Star Driver's here. Yay. Hey, how you doing there, friend? So anyway, so he says, okay, my guys can get this. I said, but they're going to be really heavy because these things are sticking huge. Wait till you see how big they are. Huge. And he goes, don't worry. My guys can get them. We can do it tomorrow, meaning today. We'll do it tomorrow. And the guys were at the house and they told me 2:30 tomorrow, some at 2:30. I said, okay, about. And they were going to text me and let me know. 11:15 this morning, boom, boom, boom. Somebody's banging on the door. I'm like, what? And it's the guys. I'm like, what are you doing here? And they're like, oh, we have the slate. I'm like, you have the slate already? What happened at 2:30? Oh yeah, things. So total and insane panic ensues because I'm just wandering around the house in my pajamas. So I have to run upstairs, get changed, come downstairs, and these guys start unloading the slate. And this is only the first half of the slate. So I go back with them to get the rest of it and show them the stuff in the back. So here we go. This is how things went. No, that's not it. Hold on. Over here. Okay, so here they are. These are the smaller slates. That's a broken one. But I still wanted it, even though it's broken. So this poor guy, oh, let me do that again. That was in the way. Sorry. This poor guy, the little guy, is the one who winds up having to do all the manhandling of everything. Okay. Why does it keep doing that? Oh, I know why. Okay. Okay. Right. Watch this. This is one of the big ones. They were exhausted just taking it out of the ground. They couldn't move. So I could not video how we did this. When I say we, they wound up getting a little plastic traffic cone, just like a little cone like this. It wasn't very big. It was just like a personal traffic cone, like about that big, probably like 8-10 inches high, and put it on the ground, and they flip this over because they couldn't carry it. I tried to help them carry it. I couldn't pick it up. I was no use whatsoever because I'm like, I lifted the TV. I can do this. Couldn't move it. I lifted the big, huge door that weighs way more than 100 pounds. I could not budge this thing. So I tried to help them. They were just exhausted. So that's how we did it. So I don't have any pictures of us moving and then me reaching under, pulling out the cone, putting it down, and then them flipping it over onto it. And then they lifted up. So they just went end over end into the truck. All right. Look at how big this thing is. See, and there's the cone. There's a little cone. See the little cone? There's a little cone that was over like the lock that because they didn't want to break it. There's the cone. This thing is huge. There were several this size. See, onto the little cone. Onto the ground. So this is what this Look at all this slate. This is everything gone. These here are the big, huge ones. There's 3 huge ones. And then these are more medium-sized. Some are broken. This was a bench, so this is beautiful. And then there's some pieces towards the front that were cut, and you can see this one right here. See right there? That they were V's. So it sat the middle one, and then these 2 things came off to the sides to finish it up to the steps. So now I have to figure out what the hell we're going to do with it. Now that I have it, I have to figure out. And then I thought I would share that this is Gregory. That's how they built the pyramids. Star drivers in Shreveport, Louisiana tonight. Yay. Okay. So then I wanted to share this with you too. As we're driving back, these guys are following me, and I was going 5 miles an hour because of this. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see that? Can you see it? It's a deer in the middle of the street, just wandering in the middle of the street during the day. So, all right. So I wanted to share that with you. Star driver, Greg, they didn't have traffic cones when they built the pyramids. This is very true. They did not have traffic cones when they built the pyramids. Yeah. So now I've got to figure out what the heck is going to happen when I don't know. Now that I have all these things, I don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do with them. So I'll let you know though, because that's another project. Because now my husband's like, good, now you have to call a landscape architect. You have to get somebody here so that we can do something with these cones. I said, okay. So that's next. Is Rumble frozen, by the way? If you're watching over on Rumble, no, mine's frozen. I don't know why. Gina said, we had a slate patio with a hot tub on it. It was slick when wet. Yeah. And these are very, you can tell they've already cracked and kind of like they split and stuff like that. That's kind of already done. I love the new backdrop. Oh, Star. Yeah, you missed it. We went through all of these different backdrops and had a vote. And this is the favorite for the podcast. And then I just used the New York skyline for Newsmax. Sorry you missed that. But I have, for whatever reason, my I'm frozen on over here on Rumble. I don't know why. Oh, there we go. I had to reload. Okay. So beach background. Dolly likes the beach background. Thank you so much. Wow, look, I have ads on Rumble. I wonder if I make money on that. I don't think so, because I have like 3 people watching on Rumble. Oh, Gina can hear and see. Okay. All right. So there you go. So Gina can see. I don't know why it's so far behind, but it is. All right. Now that I told you about all of that with I don't know if you missed that Star, but only this side has the fake eyelashes from Newsmax. I had to take this last one, the last straggler off. They do like the little sections. I had to take it off. Star says this, the beach one needs a picture of Chris Christie in the Speedo on the beach in the background. It's across the street. My husband took this picture. Yeah, the IT department took this picture. Okay, so I want to go to this very quickly because I know, look at the time. And it's not just all about like all the stuff I'm doing here, but I thought if it's going to be just us, we could talk about anything you want. So I figured I would share with you what's going on. And when I get all the pictures up in the bar that I was telling you about, I'll show you that too when that's done. It's not done. Okay, so the Trump administration is allegedly, according to the New York Times, asking that the DOJ reimburse him for the past cases, the fake, like all the lawfare against him. He's out $230 million. Think about it. How many people could have afforded to defend themselves for something like that? Luckily, Trump could, but no one else could. And that's what this was about. This was trying to bankrupt him. That's what they were trying to do. So $230 million in compensation for the federal investigations into him. This is according to people familiar with the matter, who added that any settlement might ultimately be approved by senior department officials who defended him or those in his orbit. This has no parallel in American history, as Trump, a presidential candidate, was pursued by federal law enforcement and eventually won the election, taking over the very government that must now review his claims. It is also the starkest example yet of potential ethical conflicts created by installing the president's former lawyers atop the Justice Department. He submitted complaints, Trump, through an administrative acclaim process that often is the precursor to lawsuits. The first claim was lodged in late 2023, and it seeks damages for a number of purported violations of his rights, including the FBI and special counsel investigation into Russian election tampering and possible connections to the 2026 Trump campaign. The second complaint was filed in the summer of 2024, and this accuses the FBI of violating Trump's privacy by searching Mar-a-Lago, his club, and residence in Florida in 2022 for classified documents. And it also accuses the DOJ of malicious prosecution in charging him with mishandling sensitive records after he after he left office, excuse me. So, good for him. Joseph says absolute precedent for reimbursement in incidences like this happens every day. Yeah, but not when the people who are going to be making the decisions represented the guy who's asking to be reimbursed, represented him in court in some of those cases. That's what I think they're saying is unprecedented. Star, that was the Democrats' plan, make Trump go broke by having to spend money on lawyers for their BS charges. You're right. Sue says, I get it, but he should donate it. Listen, he's already donating. He's got people donating to build the ballroom. And, I don't know. I mean, it was his personal money. Like, if it were you or I, and we were screwed out of a bunch of money, whatever would be significant to us, I think we have the right to keep it. He donates his pay. He donates so much. Why not let him keep it? Scott says, here in Kentucky, if you get the attorney general to get something for you, win a case, I don't believe you get to keep anything then other to win. No, I think if you were to have damages, you get to keep the damages. Hermit Sal, the feds have unlimited money and resources, so a person can really challenge the DOJ without going bankrupt. Absolutely. It's true. Joseph thinks that he's gonna donate it, and Suze agrees. So we'll see what happens. So but along those lines, hold on. Oh, you're back. Yes, you're.
When he was doing the Diwali thing in the Oval Office.
What Diwali thing?
The
hold on. IT department incoming because I don't know what he's talking about. Come here. I don't know what you're talking about. You want to sit?
No.
Okay. So tell us, what are you talking about?
Okay, so
Can they hear you?
I don't know. Can
Can you hear him?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
going.
okay.
Okay, so I just heard this cut when he was doing the Diwali celebration. Someone asked him about if he was asking for reimbursement, and he kind of, I don't know if he didn't understand the question or he's beating around the bush. But at the end, he goes, if I ever got money back from the government for that, I donated for something good.
Okay. All right. Good for him. Star Driver says, hi, IT. He says, hello. He said, you missed his shining moment, Star. You missed his shining moment. I'm just going to say. He took us on a tour of the insane construction going on in my house right now. The insanity. Okay. Now, along the lines of all of that lawfare, listen to this. Did you see this? This is off of judiciary.house.gov. Today, Jim Jordan, who is the chair of the House Judiciary Committee, referred the former director of the CIA, John Brennan, to the DOJ for criminal prosecution after Brennan knowingly made false statements during his transcribed interview before the committee in 2023. So it's still within the statute of limitations. Still within the statute of limitations. While testifying, Brennan made numerous willfully and intentionally false statements of material fact that were contradicted by the record established by the House Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence and the CIA, including falsely denying that the CIA relied on the discredited Steele dossier in drafting the post-2016 election intel community assessment, and falsely testifying when he told the committee that the CIA opposed including the Steele dossier in the intel community assessment. Brennan's assertion that the CIA was not involved at all with the Steele dossier cannot be reconciled with the facts, as newly declassified documents show. Newly declassified documents say a CIA officer drafted the annex containing a summary of the dossier. Brennan made the ultimate decision, along with then FBI Director James Comey, to include information from the dossier in the ICA, and Brennan overruled senior CIA officers who objected to the inclusion of the dossier material. So there you go. There you go. So Brennan being referred over, and it's within the statute of limitations. So good. Fantastic. I love it. Star, don't ever apologize. He said, work got in the way. Sorry. No, I'm just saying that please don't ever apologize. Suze feels vindicated. She said, see, I knew it. So Trumpian. I agree, but I wouldn't have been mad at him if he decided to keep it. I would have been like, you know what you do? You deserve that. Who wrote it's for Star says that money will be used to start Barron's campaign run. It's IT, the tech hero. He's gone already. Joseph, Brennan should be prosecuted simply for being an a-hole. That's his biggest offense by far. Star Driver might want to wear a hard hat. The Democrats' house of cards is about to come down. Who will rat the others out first to save themselves? That's a great question. Hold on. Okay, I muted my mic. Hermit, isn't Brennan a self-admitted communist? If so, how in flaming hell did he become the CIA director? Look at New York. Look at the Democrats. Joe, as George Costanza once prophetically said, Brennan, the jerk store called and they're out of you. All right, I got one more I want to bring up, and then I'll let you guys go. We can all go. Because this is all today. And I wasn't going to talk politics. I was just going to do like the tour and all the insanity and craziness that has happened in my life since in the last week. Craziness. And again, only one eye with lashes on it. But I don't think you can tell. Can you tell that? Yeah, I guess you can tell over here that I still have lashes, but not over here. Whatever. So again, New York Times. The Justice Department is now looking into the infamous trip by Fani Willis, the one she took to the Bahamas. Remember, didn't she take that trip with her side, her little side piece there? I think she did. So let's see. She took the Bahamas trip with some colleagues last November after she was reelected to her second term. Her office said on Monday that the trip was for a leadership training session and that campaign funds covered the cost. Now, Jeff DeSantis, a spokesman for her office, said the DA attended a leadership training seminar in preparation for the start of her second term and denies that any government funds were used for expenses related to the training. Now, the training session was organized by Vera Causa Group, which is a company that employs former prosecutors and offers training and consulting to prosecutors' offices around the country. The training that she attended last fall included sessions with titles like Things Have Changed, The Modern Prosecutor's Guide to Media Management, and Leadership for the Modern Prosecutor's Office. They say the training is very intensive. Now, politicians routinely use campaign funds to attend out-of-town conferences or fundraising events. Under Georgia law, campaign funds may be used for ordinary and necessary expenses related to holding public office, but it's not clear if the Bahamas trip is the sole focus of the federal investigation or just one facet of it. Nor is it clear whether Ms. Willis is the target of the investigation, though Trump said she should be prosecuted. That's true, he did. The New York Times revealed the existence of the federal investigation related to her last month. It's being led by Atlanta's top federal prosecutor, Theodore Hertzberg, who was initially picked for the post by the Trump administration this year and then appointed by local federal judges, and his office has declined to comment. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be awesome? Instead of taking the money to go to the Bahamas, she should take that money to buy some Spanx, some foundation garment. Do you remember with that dress that she had on the zipper in the front? And everybody said she had it on backwards. And I got to tell you, I think she had it on backwards. Remember when she walked up, she's walking up there and it looked like two cats and a squirrel fighting in a bag in the back of that dress, right? It was all over the place. There was you can have junk in your trunk. That's fine. I truly don't care. And you think you look good? God bless you. I went out in public today with lashes only on this side. I just put my sunglasses on. I said, it'll still look good on camera. I put my sunglasses on. But she's walking up there. I'm like, for the love of God, again, you can look however you want, but you gotta compress it because it was all over the place. It looked like something was trying to get out. You know what I mean? From that dress. So, yeah. And a bra, a really good bra would have been good for her. She needed to go to Soma or somewhere and get a professional fitting and buy something way bigger where with a little more maybe like some wires, like some girding, you know, because she's large and the girls are formidable and sometimes they need some help and she needed some help. So maybe that's what she should have used the money for. And I don't think anyone would have begrudged her like a couple $100 in like foundation garments to like keep it all where it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Like I think that needed to be that needs to yeah, that's what that happened had to happen. So that's that. And I think that's it. I was gonna laugh at the No Kings rallies, but I think we all kind of did that on social media. So maybe her books, maybe her books are living entities. Maybe her books are living entities trying to escape. Yeah, I think you meant boobs, not books. I think that's where you're going. Let's see. Yeah, Star Driver. They also need to look into Nathan Wade's 24-hour meeting in Athens, GA with the Biden administration. Yep. Federal Judge Leslie Garner's office is there. Guess who is Stacey Abrams' sister? Exactly. I'm sure that's all part of this whole thing. And it's not Fannie Willis, it's Fani. Fani Willis. I hope it's inmate number 56789. I hope that's what she is. Rebecca's out. Bye, Rebecca. Joseph says I look great despite my eyelash issue. Thank you. Like I said, I didn't care. I'm at that age where I'm like, "Ah, screw it, it'll look good on camera." So I see, so you can see when I close my eyes, the difference. You like see the difference when I close my eyes. But I was just like, "Ah, screw it. I'm going out in public. I'm just at that age. I don't care anymore." Um, New York is Sal, New York is soon the socialist state of New York, and New York City will become the socialist city of New York. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. I hope Gina's still here. I shouldn't get upset with my husband saying that he didn't care what she had to say. Scott, most definitely, she was paying his paycheck to work on the lawsuits. Yep, exactly. Oh, Sal said he had fun tonight. Thank you. Joe said, I laughed out loud at your play on Toys R Us. Did I do a play on Toys R Us? I didn't even know I did that. I don't even know what I said that was a play on Toys R Us. So, oh, thank you, Star. You guys are being very kind. Are you saying a butt bra? Yeah, also AKA Spanx, foundation garments, as they like to be called. Now, we don't call them girdles anymore. Now they're foundation garments. And you got to have some foundation garments right back in there to like hold it in sometimes. So you don't have lines and you have a smooth silhouette. I have to tell you very quickly. I don't know what is wrong with my hair? For the women, I don't know if you've ever done this, but did you ever try on a pair of Spanx? Like I may be the only woman in the world who never did it. So I did it a while ago, and I'll give you the Reader's Digest abbreviated version. So I was wearing something and I wanted it to be smooth. So I was getting like the shaper thing, so like it comes up like under your boobs, because otherwise if it's on your waist, you get a, what are you doing? Doug, Oliver's eating styrofoam. My cat's eating the styrofoam. I don't think you should eat that. So, it comes up really high, because if it doesn't, you get like a line at your waist, right? So, and then it like came down like just above your knee. Okay. I pull these things out and it's like this big. It looked like Spanx for Smurfs. Like they were like tiny people Spanx. I'm like, oh, I should get it. So I got a large. I get a large. There is no one else in the store. There is no one in this store. I was like in Macy's or Boscov's or somewhere. I had to hunt down the Spanx. Maybe it was like J.C. Penney back in the day. I don't even know. So I go in the dressing room and I tried to put these things on. I will cut to the chase. I fell over at one point because I tried to put one leg in and then put the other leg in, and I couldn't get the other leg in, and I fell over onto the wall, and I finally get these things on. It was the most uncomfortable thing in the entire world. The worst thing ever, ever. Horrible. So then I decide, okay, I can't do this. I kid you not, I am not exaggerating. I could not get out of them. I couldn't get out of them. I was going to have to call a sales lady to help me get out, because she was going to have to come in and like just put a foot on my butt and just pull at the waistband and try to like roll it down like over me to try to get. I don't know how women, I don't know. You ladies who wear those things, God bless you. Like I'm just going to grow old with whatever it is rolling wherever it goes, because I almost died. I did. I kind of almost died. So, So yeah, it was hilarious. And I was drenched in sweat, honest to God truth. So I get out and I go to get, and I wound up just buying like pantyhose, which I know nobody wears pantyhose anymore. But I'm sorry, in the winter, I'm not going out in shorts. I'm not going out in a dress with my legs uncovered because it's cold. So I'm wearing pantyhose. I don't care. Again, I'm at that point. I don't care. So I go out and I'm talking to the two women. I go, "Have you ever tried those Spanx?" Like, "Oh my God, I'm exhausted." They go, "We were trying to figure out what you were doing in there because I'm the only person in the store, the only person in the department." So we're trying to figure out. I said, "I almost called for help because I couldn't get them on. And then when I got them on, I could not get them off. I was laying on the floor, pulling them up, and floors of dressing rooms are gross. But I was like part way. So like I had to just continue it the whole way because I couldn't go down a rep. So I finally got it all the way up. And then to get it off, it was hilarious. So I kind of understand why she doesn't wear them. My Fannie Willis does not wear foundation garments, but someone her size like really should. They really should. You can see my ring light again. Darn it. I have to okay. So anyway, so that's that. You probably didn't need to know that. Wouldn't you try to escape if you were stuck in Fanny's dress? I sure as hell would. Star Driver liberal hippies got the most steps in Saturday that they've had in 4 years. A lot of them did a lot of the car. Did you see the video of them coming out of the nursing home and they got their walker and they're pushing the walker and some of them were in the wheelchair? Now, God bless them. These people are probably thrilled to get out of the nursing home, right? They're probably happy. So I'm glad they got to go out. But I think it's elder abuse that they make them say, we're going to do this, we're going to, that to me, that's not right. I don't like that at all. That doesn't make me happy. So as long as they knew what they were doing, and I don't think anybody did. Hermit, remember, socialism is for the peasants, not the socialists. Exactly. Suze is out, gotta run. Yay, Suze, have fun Saturday. Have a great time, Suze, at the wedding. Enjoy, have a great time. I don't know, she's the mother of the bride. I think she said her daughter, so she's the mother of the bride. So this is a big deal. So have a great weekend, Suze. We have to hope and pray in New York, the infrastructure, free enterprise, and capitalist society may save the day. Sal says styrofoam has protein. John's here. Better late than never, John. You're gonna have to go back because we picked the backgrounds. So if you may like something different, I wasn't sure what I was going to be using, but we did that. And you got a tour of the insanity that is my house under construction right now. Then this is the precursor to the construction. So yeah, Havasu says, oh my gosh, yes, she's going to have a great time. Or no, she was saying that about Spanx. I don't know. Joseph says Spanx is an amazing American success story. Yeah, absolutely. But I think people die getting in and out of them. I don't think women talk about it, but I really do believe like joints are dislocated getting in and out of those things. And people act like I wear them all the time. Like, how do you wear it all the time? How does that happen? Like, I think once you get it on, like it's okay. Well, you can't get it off and they're expensive. So you can't cut yourself out of these things. Like you're in there for the duration. That is what it's like. Yes, getting out of a scuba diving wetsuit, 100%. You are absolutely right now, Tex. Yep, 100%. At least though, once you get the top out and you start to get it down, you can just like roll it down. Yeah, you know what I mean? You could do that. Sorry, ma'am, your sweat stains have soiled the merchandise. Dolly, have a great weekend. John loves the stories. Thank you. They are veterans of Woodstock. They are. All right, so okay, so there is no live cast next week. I don't know if the girls are going to want to chime in. The girls who are staying here, my house sitters, who are also going to take care of the cats, and they're so good with our cats. So I don't know if they're going to want to do it for me. I don't see that. John says, I believe the left is ignorant of their ignorance. Yes, they're ignorant to their ignorance. Yes. Obviously, we're not teaching history anymore. Back to basics, teach the Declaration of Independence and its principles. 100%. So as I'm in for David Webb on Friday on Sirius Patriot Channel 125 from 9 a.m. to noon. So I'm doing that. I don't know if there's like another Newsmax thing that'll pop up between now and then. Who knows? And then I will not be on Chris Salcedo's show next Monday because I will be on the Bourbon Trail. So lots of pictures. I'll tell you all about it when we get back. And I'm also going to work on some guests as well. So you don't have to listen to me talk for an hour. And sometimes the IT department. And Oliver jumped up, and I don't know if you saw him go by. So Oliver jumped up too. So thank you so much, everybody. I super, super, super appreciate you guys. Thank you. And hopefully I will see you 2 weeks from now. All right. 2 weeks from now, I will see you, which will be in November. Oh my gosh, the day before the election in New Jersey, right? Oh, and Virginia. If you live in New Jersey or Virginia, get the hell out and vote and bring someone with you. You have to go vote. You have to go vote. All right. All right. Love you guys. God bless. Have a fantastic weekend.
Mary Walter Radio on the air. Tonight strapping. She's on the air. Oh, oh, oh. Beware. Come